Welcome back to some more Planescape Torment. Now, there's a guy wandering around this section called the Crier of Essanon. I want to talk to him. Can pick up some extra experience here. Streams of tears have carved channels down this man's dust-covered face. He looks to be a monk or a holy man of some sort, but the dirt covering his body makes it nearly impossible to see the man beneath. He's chanting, rolling his head back and forth, like some sort of ritual. Greetings. The man stops his frenzied chanting, glares at you, with tear-rimmed eyes. He opens his parched mouth to speak, but all he can manage is a withered croak. What's wrong? Why are you crying? His voice is so hoarse that it sounds like he has been without water for days. As you watch, a tear trickles down his face. I am a crier of Essanon. Essanon? Who's that? The man throws back his head and gives a rasping laugh. It sounds brutal and defeated. Essanon is not a man, but a city. Why do you cry for a city? We cry its name because Essanon must not be forgotten. The criers of Essanon carry this burden. You mourn for a city? Why do you do such a thing? Because its name is all that remains. Its avenues of light, its great spirally box, with laid waste and reduced to memory, only 70 of its people survive. It's our duty to see that its name is remembered across the plains. Many criers of Essanon have died for the sake of remembering. Many. This places you and others at risk. Won't you stop? The tears I shed, the dust that cloaks me, these things are nothing compared to what awaits should I give up my sacred burden. We must see to it that the name is remembered. We are living memorials to its passage. That's so. What happens when all of you die? A fresh tear springs to the crier's eye. Even his dust-caked face cannot disguise the look of despair. I do not know. The criers of Essanon cannot mourn it forever. Even now, the dust clings to our robes. The spit dries in our mouths, and our bodies wither and die. Is there any way I could help you? You're kind to ask. He shakes his head. Unless you can immortalize Essanon, there's no way help to be had. Does it have to be you that cries Essanon's name? Does it matter? Another man might cry the name, but then he too would die. A tear slowly forms in the corner of his eye. It begins to trickle down his cheek. There's nothing to be done. When the cries of Essanon die, so dies Essanon. What about a tombstone? The crier blinks. Tombstone? A stone that records a man's name, his life, and eulogy. It serves a man. Could it not also serve the city that has died? Stones may do such things. Yes, their lifetime is much longer than a man's life. It's a name carved on stone. Would Essanon's memory be served? He pauses. Would others see the name? Yes, it will be there for all to see, long after you have died. The man nods. If it were possible, he turns to you. Where would you find such a stone? I could go look for one. I could find one. I could see to it that Essanon's name is carved upon it. You would do this? The man's eyes water up again. You would be setting all the criers of Essanon free. But the score of us remain. The burden of remembering would be over after so many years. I would do so. I will return when the name is carved. And so what you're going to want to do at this point is return to what's his face? Death of Names. Back at the obelisk in the beginning. So we'll run there and do that real quick. And I'll meet you at the obelisk in case there's any load failures. So here we are back at the obelisk where the Death of Names is. Need to speak with him. Greetings! And you want to tell him that you want to bury Essanon's name. The copper's fallen to Death of Name's hand, and he tucks his arm back to his side. His eyes, now suddenly alive, roll to the back of his head. He snaps forward and begins scanning the monolith, the walls of the memorial area. He catches sight of a spot on the wall and quickly scuttles over to it, hunches down, and begins to chip at the wall. He stops moments later, hops up, and returns to you. Buried! The word has a finality about it that makes you uncomfortable. And after that, return back to the other guy, the crier of Essanon, and he will reward you for helping him out. So here we are back at the crier, and we'll speak with him. I've seen to it that Essanon's name has been remembered. It lies carved upon the black stone monument outside the mortuary. Suddenly there is a brief whisper in the air, and the man's eyes dry. One of the tears that ran on his cheek simply vanishes.
This Assanon is served. I will tell my fellow criers of the stone you have described. You have my gratitude.
It was nothing. Farewell. And you can ask for money, but I believe that makes you more evil. It shouldn't, because you deserve money. You paid money. It cost me 3 coppers for crying out loud. What else is here? The Office of Vermin and Disease Control. Phineas T. Lort the 39th, I believe. You see a squat man with rash-covered skin and several pustules covering his face. His clothes seem to mark him as a sort of an official, but they are dirty, wrinkled, and smell like shit in general. As you watch, he idly scratches his ballsack with his stubby fingers. Greetings.
Aye!
The little man shrieks and jumps, startled, clutching his heart. He takes a deep breath and pushes his spectacles up to his rash-ridden nose.
Yes, yes! What is it that I can do for you?
He scratches his nose and looks you up and down, studying your scars.
He who have little nothing in the till, so if you come to plunder the premises, this locale is ill-chosen.
Not here to plunder the premises. Who the fuck are you, fat man?
I'm respected Phineas T. Lord the 39th, in charge of this high branch of the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. It's my distinguished privilege, he scratches his head, chest and puffs up, to inform you that we are the bureaucratic sense of the word we, meaning to encompass the sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting bounties on all matter of vermin and strays that infest the, he scratches again, fair streets of Sigil, hub of the multiverse and the city which sits at the center of all things, the city by which all other cities are measured.
Bounties?
Yes. We in the bureaucratic sense of the word we meaning to encompass the sigil bureaucracy as a whole are accepting tangible proof of the eradication of brain vermin, aka cranium rats, from the hive area where they have clustered quite thickly in the past many years. As the recent census of the vermin population has shown, I am empowered by the sigillian bureaucracy to pay a bounty of, he puffs up dramatically, 1 copper common per cranium rat delivered to my branch office.
Cranium rat?
Cranium rats are the species of vermin that become more intelligent the more of them are in close proximity with each other. 1 cranium rat alone is but a nuisance that chews at boards and burrows into food, but 5, 10 or more, and their intelligence grows, until it surpasses even the intelligence of one such as myself. Scratches and sniffs disdainfully. I imagine that 2 or 3 cranium rats might be enough to outwit you, sir.
How many cranium rats are in Sigil?
More than enough to last a bounty hunter a lifetime. And what other questions would you have?
How did someone as illustrious as you end up in such a place?
That's quite an epic tale, you see. I was born here in Sigil.
You can actually rest and heal from his tale. I could use what you have in your cash box and I'll be going. That's great. Alright, so anyways, we got our guys healed up here a little bit, which is nice. And you can turn in your rat tails to this guy, which I don't believe I have any yet, but we will have some. Yes, 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 we will. Let me get an identify spell. Yes, yes, we do. And why can't he use a fucking dagger? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's right. He is swordman only. Morty doesn't seem to ever get hurt, so I'm going to take the blood from him. A few other individuals we can talk to here, like Creedon, for instance. This foul-looking man is quick to notice he's caught your attention. In moments, he's upon you, hawking his wares. He carries a long wooden pole. A dozen of skinned and cooked rats dangle from it. As he speaks, he gestures to them with a broad, filth-encrusted hand, smiling a yellow, snaggle-toothed grin all the while.
Oi, Cutter, what are you doing there? What sort of delicious ratsies are you interested in this fine day?
What sort of ratsies did you have for sale?
Good, Cutter, good. What would you like? He points to each in turn with a grimy fingernail. I got 'em baked, spiked, boiled, and charred. All fresh and all scrumptious. Only 3 coppers for 2.
On second thought, none for me. He shoulders his rat pole casually.
What's your question, Cutter?
And he can talk to him. But we got enough dialogue in this game without talking to every single lost soul here. Braskin's Kip Hive dwelling. These are some different dwellings here. Let's go check out Braskin's Kip. See what this place is all about, eh? Come on, you can do it. Braskin. In loud, booming voice, Braskin asked, "What in the name of the abyss are you doing in my house? Leave now before I make you even more ugly than you already are." Right. Right after I check out what's going on here. Oh. I'm gonna have to steal from you real quick, my bad. Not shit. Alright, fine, we're leaving. Braskin doesn't want to talk to us. To see if we can exit northwesty to visit the northwest version of the hide, northwest section of the hide. We got a lot more shit up here. Right. On here. Got some guys that want to die. Haven't got to use the spell yet. Why waste it now? Wait for the next big battle. And Morte just chewing through bitches. Like he does best. talk to this guy Mar. Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, pretty much like everyone else in this city. You can almost see the stench waft from his body and his sinister yellow tendrils. He motions toward you frantically in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. A look of excitement crosses his face as you approach.
Thank you for stopping. My name is Ma. I have a favor to ask you.
I'm listening.
'Tis a matter of life or death. I must be delivering this here box, so it'd be the head for me for sure. 'Tis my bad luck that I twisted my leg, something fierce. So will you help me out by delivering this here box for me?
I'll deliver the box for you. Mar slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. From the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret cross his face. Then it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. With a sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care.
What now? This be needed to be delivered to Kuatra. Usually be found somewhere down in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh, unless you try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, don't open the box. And don't leave the hive with the box. Now be off with you.
Alright. And of course he just gave us some kind of fucked up cursed box, but that's alright. We'll uncurse it. Alright, so we have plenty of questies here.
Come on in here, Carter, give it a rest. You don't want to sleep on the streets, you get killed out here. Come on in.
Porphyrion. Every inch of this man's skin is covered in a web of black lines, as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is such that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. Greetings.
This one has a name. This one is called Porphyrion.
The man's voice is like a gong as he speaks. The lines on his face bend and settle into a series of spherical patterns.
This one would know. Why do you address this one?
I wanted to ask some questions of your city.
This one would have you know this one cannot answer your questions.
The lines on his face twist into angles and split into a mess of scribbles.
This one has only recently stepped foot in this place of walls.
Why do those lines upon your face move? The lines show anger.
Do you take offense?
The lines slowly straighten, forming into gentle curves.
No offense was meant. You accept my apologies.
No offense taken. Why are you angry?
This one tells of the event recent. Did you know this one was beset by three? The three demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item.
Well, you were right to be afraid. If there were three, then they might have killed you had you not given up the item. The lines on his face become angled and smoothed into curves again.
This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the three.
Well, if you could have killed them, why did you let them rob you?
This one walks the path of a warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the staff, the hatchet, the smiter. These tools are all known to me.
It's not much of an explanation. Again, if you're a warrior with that much training, why let them rob you?
This one is forbidden to attack.
The lines ripple across his face as he speaks.
This one has struck the three in anger. The vow of non-violence will be unmade.
Vow of non-violence? You're a warrior and a pacifist?
This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is pacifist?
Never mind. Why did you train so much if you're not permitted to attack another?
This one is in the order of Erdog. You wait the final days when we all be called into battle. The training and skills of this one, they are kept silent until then.
In the meantime, will you let yourself be robbed in the street without defending yourself?
This one will clarify. This item is of value. The discipline of the Erdog is of greater value.
Since you won't fight, any chance you could talk these thieves into returning your item?
This one addresses the three thieves. What happens? The request is one are met with scorn. The three will not return the item.
I could see if I could get it back for you.
Well, if they aren't smart enough to hand it over when I ask, things could get ugly.
Not if I can help it.
This one fears a message absent of violence will not be understood.
Alright, what is this item you've lost?
A rope of black and red prayer beads worn around the neck. The The worth of these beads is not measured in copper. The worth of these beads is measured in faith.
Right, to see if I can find the necklace. Do you know where these might be?
This one knows angry words were traded, an item lost by the bar that burns inside. The three were outside the place, dressed in black and red.
3 robbers dressed in red and black outside the smoldering corpse bar. Go find them. Farewell.
You see a man who's looking around at buildings with some confusion. He seems lost and mumbling to himself.
Greetings.
The man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I have seemed to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets.
He chuckles uncomfortably.
I'm afraid this area and the city is somewhat... He glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you. Hopefully I can prevail upon you to help me, perchance.
Depends on what kind of help you need.
I seek the house of my aunt, Marguerite. She's reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. You know of the house of which I speak.
I'm afraid that I've never heard of such a place.
The man frowns in disappointment. I suppose I would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. He nods slightly and thinks, well, I thank you for your time, good sir. You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. You can't be sure, but you think he might have taken something from you. And again, we observe the third thief stealing from us, and get another $12.50 plus, what is it, 5 to our lock picking or pickpocketing. You engage the man in light conversation and secretly study his movements. Blah 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 blah. Hey, what are you doing? The man jumps in surprise and starts running.
All right, then. Not letting this bastard go anywhere.
Thieves must die. Alright, we got some quests and shit to turn in here. I'll do some delivering, some quest delivering and turning in here. Thought I'd already spoken to Naroch and gotten that part of the quest line over with, but according to my journal I have not. I have found the not Dust Man. He's too busy being dead to pickpocket anyone again. Naroch's lines of worry smooth out as you speak. Thanks, goodbye. He reaches into his robes and draws forth a small bag, which he hands to you. Copper coin, twice 100. All right. So, yep. We gotta find Bane. Tell him that we talked to Craddock. Where the hell was he at? Zombie worker. Shit, I can't remember where this guy's at. Fuck my life. I believe Bane was up here to the north somewhere. There he is. Thank goodness. You see Bane the center. As you approach, he looks at you hopefully. Were you successful in finding Craddock, good sir?
Yes, and I pass along your message, although it didn't seem to please him any.
Bane doesn't seem to have heard any word after yes, for he smiles and heaves a sigh of relief. Good fortune indeed. Thank you, good sir, thank you. He reaches into his robe and pulls forth a handful of coppers. You
counts out and hands them to you. 30 comments for delivering a message. Fair enough. Oh, more than fair, good sir. More than fair, I can say without hesitation. That's no finer profession in all sigil than that of a runner of the House of Senders. Alright. So now we'll head down back south. You fucking tard. And we will go retrieve the necklace for Porphyrion. This game is good, but it does have a lot of running around and little messenger quest and little tiny item retrieving quest. It's okay with me, I love it. Oh, they attacked me anyways. Fuck them. Asshole. Oh, you think you're getting away? I don't think so, bitch. What's that magic missile spell? Oh shit! That was fucking awesome! That's right, you little bitch. Now I just need to find the, I don't know if that was the 3 thugs that we're looking for. Dirty rat. Doesn't look like it. Should be able to talk to him. Red and black armor. Let's see. Red and black armor. Oh yeah? Alright. These guys just don't learn. Hope I didn't already kill him. accidentally sell his necklace. Did I kill him already? I'm having trouble finding these fucks. Well, I can't find it. Maybe I already killed him and fucked up the quest. I don't know. Should be around here, I thought. I guess I can go look at the guy that I sold shit to, but I don't remember selling anything that stood out like that. Prayer beads. Oh yeah, looks like I did. We'll buy those back. Whoops. I think that's those. Let's find out. Yep, I do believe I sold the prayer beads and prematurely killed those jackasses. Oh well. God damn, these fucking thugs are annoying. Next. You want some? Huh? Well, we killed him. This one is content. The message of violence has been conveyed. This one bestows several welcome thanks, yes. Pleasure was mine. One question for you. This one clarifies that Irtag may train with one when there is no anger between them. Let's see, can you teach me how to use those weapons? So basically you can train with this guy to be a fighter. I'm already a fighter, so I'm not sure exactly what this is doing. Speaking of the level of the proficient, and the level of the specialist, let's know about... No, why can't I learn about swords? Shit. want to jump into any training here yet. You gonna attack or what? No wonder we got some stupid shit going on here. Fuck! Fucking attack, man! You know what, assholes? I'm fucking tired of you fucking around. Hey, you don't like that, huh? Anyone else want to talk shit? I didn't think so. See you next video.